Welcome to the weekly market roundup, the first one. Get into it. What have you got in store for us for on the docket, as they say?
Yeah, well, that I decided not to buy the $4 million Illustrator Pikachu, so I gotta get some more information, decide how to invest more wisely. First is the Pikachu special boxes. I remember these were put up for pre-order months ago, and we only just were seeing fulfillment of the final one. I believe it was the Fukuoka one 2 weeks ago. And on the Pokemon Center online, they had an issue. First round went out 3 days after the fact. They did a re-release again because people were getting double orders and things like that. So everything is out now. I think fulfillment is officially finished. If we look at where the market is right now, you and I were saying initially we thought that maybe they would all trend similarly, or one would jump out above the others. Yeah, it turns out the Fukuoka one is actually jumping ahead of the other ones.
Yeah.
Looking at Yahoo Auctions Japan, which is if you're a seller, it's about the fairest place to get market price. If you go to a card shop, they're going to take their cut out of it. So currently in Yahoo Auctions Japan, the Fukuoka box unopened is selling for about 38,000 yen. Of course, overseas sellers are selling it for more, but the Fukuoka is number one.
It's number one.
Yeah, that's followed by Hiroshima, which is the one you and I both kind of like art-wise.
Yeah.
This is slightly below that, 33, 34. That's kind of the asking price on the market. And then finally, the Tohoku one is sub 30,000. So surprisingly, it's pretty low for a box. But if you look, talking about historical precedent, another thing, the last time they did a box like this, the Kanazawa opening celebration box, but that is going on the market currently for about 100,000 yen. It's about 3 times the asking price of the Fukuoka box. So long term, I would expect these boxes to trend similar to that. But right now, there's an abundance on the market. If you are in the market to get them, I would say probably I'm in the same boat as a lot of people. I want to double up. So now is probably the best time to do it.
And I do see more international resellers stocking it. There is sort of FOMO that it's not a Pikachu 2.0, which it could be in the long run. We don't know. But let's move on to a little bit of the English stuff. We have Mega Evolutions, which is only out just recently here. So now they're calling them the enhanced booster boxes. I don't know if you're aware of this. The enhanced and the regular. And I always lean on Pokemon Center. I go and see, well, which one are they selling? And they're selling the enhanced. It's the same amount. It's just a smaller, sort of condensed version of the booster box. And yeah, I think it's missing the promo. Let me just share this. So this is what the enhanced one looks like. I don't know. I think this set is good, and we don't have a lot of data so far. But if we're looking at sold, I mean, look, October 8th, 38. Now this is just on TCG Player, 45 on October 9th. So I think there is demand. I just wanted to highlight that demand is starting to pick up on this now that it's out there and it's circulating. But I think this is going to be a good hold in the long run. I do think people will come back to this set, and the Japanese one as well. Like the Japanese art for this set is amazing.
Quickly, Phantasmal Flames is as of yet unreleased in the States, but we kind of see what is happening in Japan and maybe infer what's going to happen overseas. 10 days after the release of Inferno X, we were starting to see restocks in convenience stores.
Right.
I was actually in the Pokemon Center, Tokyo, Mega DX, and then the Tokyo Station Pokemon Center was 2 days ago now. They didn't have any, but they were doing convenience store restocks.
Yeah.
So I think if anyone who has seen our latest short, I opened over just over 75 loose packs. Those are all from convenience stores. I actually did another round yesterday and today. I have another 33 packs. We're going to do another big opening. Maybe we can get to 200 or 300. You're going to be hard pressed to find boxes on the open market unless you get to like a games shop, electronics shop. Pokemon Center isn't doing it. Convenience stores certainly aren't doing it, but it is slowly trickling out. I guess production in Japan is going wild, and it's going wild overseas as well. I guess printers are printing to capacity. That's led to some interesting issues. So for those of you who are getting your Mega Evolution products, you may end up with Phantasmal Flames products in them. And people have attributed the fact that they're printing so much.
Yeah.
They're a little bit less tightly reined than usual. So there are some products that shouldn't be in the Mega Evolution that are appearing. Imagine getting a Mega Evolution box and you pull the best Charizard card.
You'd probably like that.
I would love it. Some of these products, there are packs appearing in Mega Evolutions that don't belong.
Yeah.
Someone, for example, received this Mega Evolution Psyduck blister, and it contained a booster pack of Phantasmal Flames. and the Spanish Mega Evolution pack.
Yes.
So if you're listening, you probably know this. Don't open these. If you get these errors, hold on to
Yeah,
it, keep it sealed. That's a pricey item in and of
exactly.
itself.
Quick one from me on Descent Rivals. I'm just going back on 1 month. It was definitely doing the rounds, but unfortunately, yeah, it's on the way down. So there was 12 sold because of this dip. Again, this is just TCG players, so you'd imagine people are, picking up these elsewhere. I think they'll all start to come back around. I mean, I think they are good long-term holds, even though like probably wasn't the best set on the Japanese side.
I believe when we did our tier list for Scarlet Valley, we S tiered
We put
Desert
it up
Rivals.
there. We put
And
it up there. Overall, it's good.
we've seen precedent of this, X, Y, Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield. There are a lot of people who look at a set, even like 151 from Sword, Scarlet Valley. People look at it and say, I don't want it. But then after the fact, a year later, they were fighting over it in Costco.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we see that down the line. Desert Rivals will probably bump up again. It'll trend upwards.
Yeah, a couple more items to wrap up. 151 ETB, that's on the rise again. I've been tracking this for like the past couple months. Managed to scoop up one at a good price. This is the one with the killer promos. Like it's such a solid box. The regular ETB doesn't have it, and there was no booster box for this in the English. So it is all about the ETB and the UPC on that one. Good to keep your eyes on that. I think it's gonna increase a lot just because of the promos alone. Lastly, a quick update on Evolving Skies. I think it's just an amazing set. I actually wish I had a little bit more of the Japanese as well. Put out something short in the week also on this, because yeah, I think it was last Christmas I got a box of that and just ripped it open. It was fun to rip it open. It's a wrap from us on this weekly market update. Anything else?
A bunch of news this week. Probably going to be in the Pokemon Center. Might be Shibuya. We'll have a couple more openings, a couple shorts this week, and then we'll be back next week for another weekly market roundup.
Yes. All right.
Yes,
see you on the next one.